It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Kelly's.
Whoop, whoop. How are you, sir?
Another day, another dollar.
Another day in the trenches.
I know, right? Start the day warm.
I know.
Can you
This
believe
weather
it?
has been amazing.
Ha!
I mean, we haven't broken any records, but it's still been amazing weather.
Yeah, just, in the morning you have your heater on. It's nice and toasty, and then by noon you're turning your AC on, and then at night back to the heater and rinse and repeat.
It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta love Arkansas where you leave in this morning you leave in a short sleeve, but usually you leave in a hoodie.
Yeah, and then you turn around and you're in a T-shirt by the end of the day or by afternoon, but...
Yeah, at least it's pretty.
It is really, really nice. I'll take this weather. This is a nice transition.
Yep, until the cold.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to be shock value by the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
In the next
There's no doubt.
week and a half. What we got here? We got a week from today, the 31st, Halloween.
Halloween, and people will be running around sweating.
Yeah.
If they're not careful.
And not usually. Usually it's cold or it's got a little drizzle. I mean,
Something.
Not like this. Not usually.
This is nice, though.
odd.
Don't jinx it.
I'm not.
It's a good thing.
No, it's going to be fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's
Everything's perfect.
It's going to be great.
All right. I can live with that.
How are
Great
you?
is good. I'm
Yeah.
doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I can't complain.
Nobody will listen.
That's part of the problem.
Our viewers would be forced to listen if we did complain.
How's everything at the RV
Good.
Blue Compass?
Sold 2 yesterday. It's funny, the GM, Nate, he sold one, closed one. And I
Good
took
job, Nate.
Yeah, and I took a phone call and sold one. The team was with somebody, everybody was with somebody or doing something. So I took a phone call and sold it over the phone in like 15 minutes.
Really?
It was such a quick phone call, I couldn't believe it. I mean, the guy was, this is
use
what I
that
want.
as an example for your employees.
Yeah.
This is how you do it, guys.
This is how easy it is.
Yes, it's simple.
I mean, you take a phone call, and the next thing you know, they're putting in their app for financing. It's that easy. I don't know what y'all are doing.
Where's the problem? Where's the disconnect here?
Yeah, I don't understand. I told Nate, he comes into my office, he says, you got anything going? And I said, yeah, I think I just sold a Momentum toy hauler. And he's like, really? And I said, yeah, but the phone call was so fast, I can't believe it. I was like, he's already sending me his info, putting it in his app. I mean, he's ready to go. And I think he had been looking and knew what he wanted, and that's the best.
So do you put it on hold and kind of pull that one off until
we get
all
a
the
deposit.
stuff goes through?
In fact, he gave us the whole down payment. I mean, he was approved within 10 minutes after he sent in his application, great credit. So, he was approved. So we called to usually get a deposit. He just went ahead and gave us the whole down payment, being Friday to pick it up.
Awesome.
That's how we do.
He's ready to roll.
I know, right? So, but it's always good to have a salesperson help them when they get there. So I had to, for better lack of terms, give it to a salesperson.
Yeah, I get it.
Give them the deal. But I need them there for when they come in, because they're going to take them up for the delivery orientation, then bring them back down for the signing, then take them back up to parts so they can use their coupon.
So the tough part is who earned a free handout?
Who earned a free handout, pretty much. So I did. I asked Nate, I was like, I don't know who to give it to, And he said, draw names. So I put them all in a hat, and I drew 2 names. I brought them in to his office, had them behind my back, and I said, right arm or left arm? He goes, your right or my right? And I said, my right. He said right, and it was Sheldon.
I would have had him come in there and rock, paper, scissors.
To see who won.
Yeah.
That's not a bad
They
idea.
can battle it
time.
out.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, there was
Well,
a couple.
then you don't look like you're picking sides.
Yeah. But there was a couple missing, so I'd have had to waited. But it's not a bad idea if they were all there. Next time. They'll battle it out.
Keep it even, keep it fair.
Keep it fair.
There you go.
Yeah. Very good.
We better get on with the show.
Oh,
we got a show to do today.
Welcome to the morning show. Hospice of the Ozarks. They sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a non-for-profit 501c3, there has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. We'll pause now. Dear Lord, as we get closer to Halloween, we just ask you to watch over everybody when they go out. Those that are driving around in neighborhoods with their kids and those that are walking around, just be mindful and drive slow and be careful. But also I want to ask you to watch over our nation as we come into this election. It seems to be more partisan than ever in that we all still get along. And with you, we can get through anything. So just watch over us as we pass through this time. And as always, watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. You can give them a call at 870-508-1771. Ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one and you need a break, you can give them a call and they can help you out with that. Because as Scooter always says,
got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
Yep, and it's okay to. It's okay to get
if
a
not,
break.
it'll drain you.
Yeah, so, and you don't need that.
Need to recharge your batteries every now and then.
Exactly. It's like when you're on a plane and they say put your oxygen mask on first before you help somebody else. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Well put.
All right. Let's hear a word from our sponsor, the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person, who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
And welcome back to the morning show, the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. All your real estate needs need to go through them. They're professionals in the field that know how to make sure that you get to that closing date on time, and that's the most important thing. Well, the most important thing is getting it sold first, but then the second most important thing.
Getting to that closing date on time.
That's right. You want somebody that can take care of you from start to finish, not just list and leave you. And that's the Z-Team. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. You can go to retiredtoarkansas.net where you can find their listings and the MLS listings, plus this beautiful view. Oh, my goodness.
I had to go to the zoomed in one. It was on a nice shot.
That's amazing. Look at the Z-clips coming across the water. There we go. There's backing out. You can go to retiredtoarkansas.net and find that beautiful view. It is beautiful.
Believe it or not, the wide-angle camera,
it's
still black and white.
Wow, still not enough light carrying.
Now, we brought this up the other day, and it was black and white, and it automatically changed to color while it was on the screen. It was pretty cool.
That is cool. Cotter, Arkansas, the horseshoe bend of the White River, brought to you by the Z-Team, 24/7 way of YouTube and cameras on the back of their home. Connected to their website at retiredtoarkansas.net. Off in the distance to the right is Mountain Home. In the center is Missouri, and to the left is Bull Shoals. But it's a beautiful view you can go check out. First thing in the morning, if you want to see what it's like outside, go to retiredtoarkansas.net. And then once you've seen this beautiful view, check out what they have to offer. They have all their listings, all the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. They got different videos ranging about different programs and events. There's my favorite when it zooms into the train station. That almost looks like the same train that was there on Tuesday, but it's got to be different.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt.
No doubt. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give the Z-Team a call, 870-405-0793. Now let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Z-Team. Let's get this playing right there. There we go. Mountain Home at 56, Harrison at 59, Batesville at 58, Marshall at 58, Salem at 51, Mountain View at 54. Calico Rock at 56, West Plains, Missouri at 51, Springfield at 60, Poplar Bluff at 50, and St. Louis at 39. St. Louis got the cool weather this morning.
Before we go on the radar, it switched over to color, so
there you go.
There's the color one.
There's a pretty picture of Cotter, Arkansas. Look at the fall color starting to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, back to radar.
National Weather Radar shows activity in north central part of the states. We've got Wyoming and Montana. North Dakota, South Dakota has some activity, but look at the rest of the country. Off the East Coast, it looks like there's something in the water, but we're not going to have to worry about that around us. Let's zoom into Arkansas and Missouri, where you see little patches of really nothing to speak of. South of Kansas City, northwest of Springfield. Arkansas, Missouri borderline looks like it's in the clear for the day. Watches and warnings. It looks like they've got some advisories in Colorado and parts of Kansas and Nebraska, but I think we're okay. 7-day forecast. Today, sunny, high of 81. Tonight, we've got clear, then a slight chance of showers at 10%. I don't know where that's coming from, but okay. Low of 62. Friday, we got 30% chance of showers, high of 82. Friday night, slight chance of showers at 20%, low of 54. Saturday, sunny, high of 70. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low of 46. Sunday, we got mostly sunny, high of 70. Sunday night, mostly clear, low of 48. Monday, mostly sunny, a high of 79. Norfolk Lake water levels at 551.84. Level is 0.16 feet below full pool, and they're shut down. They were generating 2 a couple days ago, or yesterday. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 650.88. Level is 8.12 feet below full pool. They were generating 1. Minimum flow on the Bull Shoals.
Boy, they're getting low. The lake's getting down there.
Yes, sir. That is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, give them a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend, we recommend them because they're professionals and great customer service.
Realtors you recommend to a friend.
Yeah, they've got a lot of reviews because of that. A lot of recommendations from friends and family, and that's word of mouth is the ultimate compliment.
It is, by far.
Very good. Now we
Get
take
a quick word from Ozark Farm and Lawn.
All right.
Be right back.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozark's Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. Ozark's Farm and Lawn sponsor community news. They're located at 4423 Highway 62 West, Mountain Home, Arkansas. They're the dealership that deals. You can give them a call at 870-425-3434. They have a sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands. You can't miss them when you pass by. And deals going on right now.
They've always got good deals going on. 0% financing available. And
yep, 0% for 84 months with approved credit, 0 down. They've got 3 tractors, just showing these 3 right now. But I'm sure you go out there, they probably got deals on other ones as well. These are just probably the top. BX 2380 for $248 a month. Got a box blade and a front end loader. And you've got the BX2 at 23S. You've got the L3302. I wonder how they come up with them numbers. You know, I'm not privy, so
I don't know.
Is it the engine? Is it the wheelbase? I don't know. But that one's got a loader and bucket, rotary cutter, and box blade. Go by and see them. 4423 Highway 62 West. You can go to their website at ozarksfarmandlawn.com. Give them a call at 870-425-3434.
You will not be disappointed in their inventory. They got a huge inventory.
Yes, they do. Ready to go. Ready to help you. Parts and service. If you need something taken care of with your current tractor, they can help you out with parts. If you need to take it in for something to be fixed, big service department. So
I agree.
Very good. And the election is here. Finally, early voting started a couple of days ago. Election day is on November 5th. The polling centers will be Baxter County Training Center, Big Flat City Hall, Eastside Baptist Church, First United Methodist Church, Henderson Fire Station, Lakeview Civic Center, Lone Rock Baptist Church, Norfolk Baptist Church, Northeast Lakeside Fire Station, Salesville City Hall, and the Good Shepherd Methodist Church. So early voting, though, it started on the 21st. It's at First United Methodist Church, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On Election Day, it's 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Let's get.
Let me tell you, they have got that place full. There's like 14 machines in there.
Ready to go.
Yeah, and they're all spread out the gym. So you got plenty of room. They'll get you in and out. I got there, and it wasn't a very big, long line, but when I came out, there was quite a bit of line, but, man, it was moving.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be there that long.
I heard that early voting is breaking records right now in states that are open.
Yeah.
Georgia yesterday, I was reading that I think in 22 they had, 1.7 million people early voted? No, 170,000. Yeah. And it's already the first day early voting was 170. It's at 300,000. And then through the couple of days, it was at like 1.7 million within a couple of days.
Well, if I recall right, Baxter County was like, they had a thing about it that 10% had voted like the first day or two, which was amazing. I mean, and Bob Zador was telling me Marion County's in the same boat. I think yesterday he said it was 1,385 have already voted.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people turning out. Listen, they'll get you in, they'll get you out of there. Go vote, do your thing, and
and your vote does count.
It does.
I've seen elections be won on a couple hundred votes. So, all right, the Mountain Home Lions Club annual auction, November 11th through the 14th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. nightly. You can watch right here on XL7-TV. If you have cable or on Cox on channel 843. Next, channel 40, Optimum channel 22, Over the Air channel 26, Ritter channel 21 through 28, Yelcott channel 68 through 75. You can listen on KTLO at 97.9. You can go to the Mountain Home Lions Club Facebook page, and it'll be streamed live nightly. You can call to bid, 870-425-2266. Go to lionsclubauction.com to get you a bidder badge. And they're going to have a lot of great items, over 500 items generously donated from local businesses. And it's a lot of fun. This is every year they do this.
A lot of fun.
6 to 10 p.m.
And they're going to come in on Wednesday the 30th and talk about it too. That's our guest for that Wednesday.
Excellent.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be real good. Great Bowls of Fire Chili hosted by America's Car Mart, November 2nd, 11 a.m. Plates are $5. All proceeds go to the Bob Davis Veterans Center. It's located at 2077 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home, Arkansas. There'll be prizes and giveaways, and the open car show at 10 a.m. That'd be fun. That'd be real good. And
real good.
Now it's almost here. Not finally, but almost. October 26th, 5th Annual Ultimate Cruisers Halloween Parade and Trunk or Treat. And the parade's at 5:30 p.m. from Baxter Health to Guyberry for the parade. And 6:30 for the Trunk or Treat. That'll be at ASU Mountain Home. Music by DJ Peace, food trucks, kettle corn, shaved ice, all the wholesome family fun. You need to be there. It's going to be great.
You got anything? Time. I'm ready.
You got it? You good?
Yeah, we got a guest here. Yeah. He's ready to go.
Roaring and ready to go.
He come prepared.
All right. Let's take a break. We're going to come back with the Arkansas Game and Fish. Visit with Tyler Savage. He's the private lands biologist.
Be right back.
All right.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Tyler Savage, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. He is the private lands biologist, and it's been a little while since March that you were with us.
It's been a while, but man, it sure doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Scooter?
There you go.
Yeah, buddy. What have you been up to for the past few months?
Man, we've been running around with our hair on fire. The old adage was summertime will roll around, it'll get hot, and folks won't want to deal with ticks and chiggers and everything in between, and that just was not the case this year. We rolled right through burn season, right into summer, and we just kept on rolling, pumping out site visits, plans, helping folks out any way that we can.
They had some land they needed managed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a lot of people don't know, and that's why we enjoy having you all on the show. What the Arkansas Game and Fish does is extensive. It's not just, the game wardens walking through trying to catch you doing something wrong. No, you guys are there to help with people's land management. You can come in and talk to them about plans. You can get them together with other people. We're talking the banks, the rivers, the waterways, and private prescribed burns. When does that usually start up?
Most folks like to burn in what we kind of consider the dormant season window, which is kind of late January through maybe April. Mm-hmm. But really, we're trying to shift people more into a growing season fire mindset, something like July 4th through the 1st of December, something like that, just depending on the year. And that's really just trying to match what Mother Nature was already doing before we ever came around to the U.S. Really, a lot of great wildlife benefit and a lot safer burning that time of year than in the springtime when everything's dormant. It can be dry, it can be windy, things like that.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. I know we talked about the beginning of the year doing prescribed burns, but so it's healthier and better for the environment after July.
Yep. A lot of people think, oh, you drop a match in August and you're going to burn the county down before you blink, and it's not really quite the case. You think about August and you walk out of your door at 9 o'clock in the morning, and what is it? It's muggy as can be. The humidity's super high. Most of the time you're doing good to get fire to burn that time of year. So everything's green around you. Fire just can't be as intense. And a lot of times within timber stands where there's a lot of shade in the canopy and it holds a lot of moisture, you can use that as a fire break a lot of times. So just a lot safer time to burn, really, and a lot of people don't realize that.
I didn't realize it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
I think of more of it being dry, no rain, don't burn. Burn bans can happen because of it.
Yep.
But yeah, you get connected with the Arkansas Game and Fish that also connect private landowners. You guys can get together for classes for prescribed burns, and then it's kind of a neighbor helping neighbor.
Absolutely.
And once you go through these classes, you go to your land, you go to a neighbor's land, but you guys will bring out a trailer with everything that's needed.
Yep.
And
And that's part of the Prescribed Burn Association, the PBA. We can probably get into more detail on that here in a little bit, but it's a great resource for landowners. Very cheap. Most of the time, membership is like $25 a year for your annual fee, and that plugs you in with people who know what they're doing and a trailer full of equipment to help you get your fire done.
Yeah.
Whereas a contractor might be $50 to $100 an acre, so you're talking about exponentially cheaper to get a burn done.
Yeah, definitely.
What amazes me is that, and I know we've had them on talking before, back in the day, Arkansas really wasn't that wooded.
Right.
That's right.
The burns, and they weren't prescribed burns, they were just wildfire.
Yeah.
Kept everything under control and checked. And
Yep.
It wasn't until, we came along and started, protecting things, doing this and that, you look now and it looks bizarre because everything's woods everywhere you turn, but
Yeah.
it used to not be that way.
And wildfire much different than what we see on the news now. Back then, when it was burning constantly, we didn't have those fuel loads that we do now. And so when we say wildfire, you're really talking about something else entirely. These likely really low intensity fires. And it was just a lot different than what people probably think of when they think wildfire and what they see on the news in California and Utah, out west.
Yeah, that it looks like it's wiping out entire counties.
Yep.
Yeah, and
there was an explorer, kind of one of the first guys to come into the Ozark region, and he was talking about actually watching fire burn across the landscape and how it impacted wildlife. And he was talking about some deer he was watching, and that fire just kept getting closer and closer and closer, and he was worried about those deer, about to watch them burn up. And he said the fire finally got so close that the deer had to do something, and he said instead of more of like an emergency response, it was more like an inconvenience. Those deer they slowly got up, they stepped over the fire, and they laid right back down. So
Wow.
we're talking about two totally different fires than what people think of today.
sure, because they understand the danger that they're in. It's Mother Nature. Their instincts kick in.
Right.
But that interesting to see one just get up, step over, and be like,
Yep.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Well,
Just another burn.
yeah, just another
Absolutely.
burn.
Yep.
It's gonna be fine. You'd brought some slides and videos.
Yeah.
And you've got some agency partners, which is good to scroll through and let them know who you've partnered with throughout the state. If Scooter would
Bring up the partners.
sure,
Yes.
You bet.
take a look at who we got here.
So we wanted to take a little time today and kind of talk about programs that are available for landowners. And I get asked all the time, what's a PLB do, or what can they do for me? And really the better question is, what don't we do? Honestly, we play a huge role in what our agency does and what and assisting with our agency partners. If you want to scroll back to that first slide there. So I kind of wanted to start off today kind of talking about programs that weren't really tied to any money. A lot of people think about, all right, well, sign me up for a program and help me get some money. And those are fine. We'll talk about those here in a minute. But there's some great programs out there that don't have any money tied to them at all. And it's just really good information that's available. And so this first one here that you saw there was the Forest Stewardship Plan. And that it's a program that's actually ran by the Forestry Division within Arkansas. And it's a great program because, like I said, there's no money tied to it, and it's just a great way for a landowner to get some information. And I think it's really good for a landowner who either is a new landowner or doesn't quite know what they have. And I say that because when you sign up for a forest stewardship plan, there's all these options that you can run through of what your priorities might be. And there's anything you could think of, from wildlife to timber value to recreation value to soil and water conservation. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I literally think there's 21 priorities that you can choose from in that program. And we kind of get involved once wildlife are like a priority 1 or a priority 2. And so you sign up for this program, you select your priorities, and then they kind of get shipped out to some of the partners who have more expertise in certain in certain areas. So when the landowner has a priority 1 or 2 wildlife, that's when Game and Fish gets involved, and we go out and do a site visit. And we kind of help folks realize what they have, what's good for wildlife, what's not so good for wildlife, and then what we can do to change those things that aren't so good for wildlife and make them good wildlife habitat.
That's clearing out underbrush and taking care of. You got the deer and quail habitat management. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, when you go out to somebody's property, is it usually a large plot, large acreage area? 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 acres.
I would say on average, I'm probably in the 80 acre range. But we'll come out for anything that's, more than just your yard. We don't necessarily want to be dealing with flower beds, but anything more than just your yard, we'd be happy to come out and see what we could do to help you out a little bit.
Yeah, very good. We got more of them. More of them.
Yeah. If you want to go on to that, I think it's the second slide there with the deer in there. So there's probably some people listening now that are familiar with our DMAP program, and DMAP stands for Deer Management Assistance Program. Again, this is another program that it's not tied to any money, but there's a lot of great benefit to a landowner. So DMAP is for larger acreage landowners. We're talking kind of that 500 acre range, and that's not a hard number. There's flexibility there, but 500 is kind of where we like to be. And we want to help intensively manage deer herds on these properties. And so what happens a lot of times is our deer sex ratios get out of balance. You're talking about, at the end of a hunting season, it might be 5 to 1, five does to every 1 buck, or, sometimes in extreme situations, 7 to 1.
Oh, wow.
And that's not historically how deer herds were. And so it kind of creates some unhealthy behaviors and unhealthy deer herds. And so one thing that you as a landowner get benefit out of the DMAP program is extra doe tags. And those are issued by us, Game and Fish, and so we kind of help you to harvest some more of those does so that we can bring down those deer densities and kind of balance out those deer sex ratios. You kind of think about it like cows in a field. If you've got a 5 acre field and you got 1 cow out there, well, he's got all the grass he can eat. He's good to go. You put 2 out there, and it may not be ideal, but he's in pretty good shape. You start putting 3, 4, 5 cows out there on that 5 acre pasture, and now those cows are hungry. And that's kind of what we're seeing now with deer herds is we're really getting a lot of high deer density, so we want to help bring those densities down a little bit.
What's the good ratio between male to female?
It just kind of depends on your goals. If you're just somebody that, maybe you've got a couple kids and you're getting them into hunting and you want to see a lot of deer, but you want to have a healthy deer herd, kind of that 3 to 1 area is really good. Now, maybe you're a really intense deer hunter and you want to put deer on the wall, so to speak. A lot of people recommend getting down to that 1 to 1 ratio, 1 buck for 1 doe.
Wow.
That's a tall task and something that you'd have to really, really work to get at. Maybe even unachievable, but it's something to work towards as you go along.
Yeah. Now, I mean, how do you do something like that? It's not just about hunting them out. It's what can you do with the land to manage that?
So that's the other benefit of DMAP is, so we harvest, or we help manage the herd, but then we want to help manage the habitat as well. Like I mentioned, those 500 acre limits a lot of times. So we know we're dealing with landowners that have a lot of property, and so when they get serious about habitat management, you know, if we can do this in 500 acres at a time, you're making a big difference across the landscape. And so that's the other benefit is, while we have this deer herd management advice, we're also bringing in this habitat management advice. And so what can you do to provide more cover, more food for deer as well?
Yeah, very good. 7:35, we'll go ahead and take our next break.
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back with more from Tyler Savage, Arkansas Game and Fish.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being, they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done, so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville, voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day, or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday, 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Tyler Savage, private lands biologist with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. We were rolling through some of the agency partners that you have and things that you do. What we have up next?
All right, let's bring up the next one here.
Okay. So this is another kind of partner program between us and the Forestry Division, and this is actually pretty well brand new. This is a qualified prescribed burner program. Probably some folks out there in the audience listening probably went through learn to burn classes back in the day that Game and Fish put on, and then in the last legislative session, Act 695 was passed, and so what that provides is some civil liability protection for landowners doing prescribed fires on their land. And they wanted to kind of have some guardrails on that. And so what came out of it was this qualified prescribed burner program. And what it basically is our Learn to Burn 1 and Learn to Burn 2 classes shoved together into one big class. And so what it is it's a 2-day class. First day is a lot of classroom instruction. It's like, it can be fairly intense. It's like 8 to 3, and it's pretty heavy in all things fire, from fire breaks, fire behavior, firing methods, weather, you name it. We probably cover it in that class. And then the second day, we kind of take a test just to make sure that folks kind of got what we were trying to teach that day. And I don't think we've had anybody fail this class yet.
Yeah.
And then we go out to the field and we actually do a live burn, so that people can kind of see what fire behavior looks like on a given day.
Yeah, you can talk about it all you want. When you go out and do it and they see it,
yes,
that's the difference.
Yep, a video or a picture is one thing, but actually seeing it, feeling the heat, all of that it's a different animal for sure. And then, like I mentioned, that gives a landowner that wants to use prescribed fire some civil liability. Basically, as long as you're doing it common sense, you're not out there with a lighter and a 6-pack being crazy.
Yeah.
You had a burn plan, you had the equipment and the people you needed. So, really good program for folks that want to use fire on their landscape. And for anybody that's interested in that class, go to Facebook and go to Game and Fish Private Lands Division Facebook page.
There you go.
And we're going to advertise all of those classes on that page. I don't think it's been advertised yet, but there's one coming up in Mountain Home first part of December. So, like I said, get on that Facebook page and be watching for that if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, it's easy to become a member. Just go to AGFC Private Lands Habitat Division and ask to join, and I'm sure you'll be accepted.
Yep.
And you can invite your friends to it. I'm a part of it, and let's click back to that real quick because this was funny. You went to a quail conference down in Mississippi, and then Ted Z saw this and had to get it.
Yep.
But you guys had a lot of landowners here. What was going on?
Yeah, so this was the Baxter County Field Day. I believe it was last Thursday. This is a day put on by the NRCS office here in Mountain Home and Baxter County, put on in the evening time, and it was kind of a way to bring all the partners that work with NRCS together. And so it's really kind of like an advertisement for what we can offer landowners, and then there was a few folks that gave some presentations about some new research and things that kind of gave new information on how to best manage land, whether that was for wildlife or agriculture or anything in between. It wasn't just a wildlife event.
Yeah, we have one down the Paragould Qualified Burner class, a successful class. It looks like they had a burn over there. Had a group of people.
They're not quite as dry over there as we are here, so still had the opportunity to use some live fire there.
Mm-hmm.
The first of these classes was actually taught over in Yellville in Marion County at the Fred Berry Conservation Education Center.
Yeah.
Really, really good success. That's a great facility for anybody that's never been over there. Great opportunity.
Yeah. I'm not sure what did you?
Oh,
there we go.
We're good.
Scooter's messing with us.
It's all good.
Who do we have on the list next on the slide? Oh,
so
we've got a
that
lot. Yeah.
I mentioned PBAs, Prescribed Burn Associations, when we got started, so here's a good chance to kind of hit those a little bit harder. So originally, and I won't go too far into this, PBAs were kind of started by Game and Fish and Quail Forever, and we were sort of the folks they leaned on for funding, equipment, expertise, all that. And then a group back in, I would say, the spring time frame kind of wanted to take the ideas of PBAs and run with it, and we said, please, we are at capacity at this. And so it started the APBA, the Arkansas Prescribed Burn Association, and it's kind of an umbrella PBA that covers all of the PBAs that get broken out into counties. And you all can see the partners here. This is a huge undertaking. It takes a lot of hands to make these PBAs run. And so, if you see any of these folks, be sure to thank them for the hard work they put in, especially the folks with the APBA. They've done a lot of work with this over the summertime.
Very good. Yeah, that is a lot of groups.
So this is a map of all the PBAs in Arkansas, and you can see we've got a lot of them up here in the north especially. I would say anybody that's probably watching this right now, if you're interested in joining a PBA, there's one there to join. So the idea with a PBA is we hear all the time, because we're always recommending burning. We hear all these things about why a landowner can't burn, and they don't have the capacity to, they don't have the fire breaks to, they don't have the equipment or the help or the expertise to burn. And so we said, well, we can't be there for every fire that gets done, so let's kind of farm this out and let's do it kind of in a grassroots way. So it really is neighbors helping neighbors, friends helping friends, and that's why we see them only in 2 or 3 counties at a time. We really do want this to be pretty regional and something that people can kind of connect with within their community. So you join the PBA, and kind of each PBA is a little bit different in their bylaws, but they're all very similar. You join the PBA, you pay your yearly membership. Like I said, it's like $20, $25. It's a drop in the bucket, and you go help somebody burn on their property. And then that gets you access to all those people, all that expertise, all that training, all that equipment, and then they'll come to your property and help you burn as well. So that kind of breaks down those barriers of expertise or people or equipment that a lot of people experience when they're trying to do fire.
Yeah, I've been a part of one, and it's safely, but it was exciting. I mean, you're talking about fire.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. To watch how you can control it by putting the brakes in, by making sure that you have it set up first before you light the match. And it was really nice after the fact how clean the floor was, and it allows the animals to come and go. Brings back more of the natural grasses that they feed on. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, very good. 7:46. Should we take a last break?
Sure, whatever makes
Might as
you
well.
happy.
We'll take the last break. We'll be right back.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, visiting with Tyler Savage, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. We were rolling through some of the partners they have with Prescribed Burns and just everything that you guys do. You had some more partners, but you've also got some videos, so let's just continue with what we have.
All right, what would you like first? Video?
Yeah, let's do that first video.
Let's see if I can bring that up, and I think it's not, yeah, it is at the beginning, okay.
the land of flowing streams, abundant wildlife, and beauty as far as the eye can see. At the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, our mission is to conserve and enhance our state's wildlife and their habitats. It's a job we take to heart, and one we never take for granted. But our state is vast, and only 10% of it is public land that we can manage. We need partners, people who are part of this natural wonder every day of their lives. Landowners who appreciate the unique resources that few have and who take the responsibility of their land seriously. Landowners are, and always have been, the cornerstone to conservation efforts in wildlife management in our state. And if you're willing to put in the effort and do the hard work with us, we're willing to reward you for it. We have numerous programs that will make your land more valuable to the fish and wildlife on your property, that reflect our shared values and will help keep the natural state natural. These programs include ways to benefit migrating waterfowl, provide additional cover and food on your forest land, improve your streams, provide fishing opportunities for the public, and control feral hogs and invasive plant species. Visit agfc.com/habitat to learn all about these programs and payments to landowners and see if any of them can improve your property and make it more useful and enjoyable. One thing we know about Arkansas is we're all in this together. As a landowner, you are in a position to make an impact on the land we all call home. With your help, we can leave a lasting legacy of the natural wonders we all enjoy today.
Very good. That's quite an undertaking. 10% is publicly owned and 90% is privately owned.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to partner with a lot of people.
So when you think about making landscape scale changes for wildlife, it's got to be done on private land in Arkansas. So we need private landowners like everybody that's out there listening today to do something for wildlife. So that video was sort of like an advertisement for our CIP program, Conservation Incentive Program. Some people probably have heard of Acres for Wildlife before, and this is kind of a revamped, higher pool of money available Acres for Wildlife. We just kind of tweaked the name a little bit, and man, you could do anything you wanted to for wildlife through that program. Prescribed fire breaks, timber stand improvement, herbicide application. There was even kind of some new stuff we threw out there: feral hog trapping, public fishing access, bank stabilization. So a lot of good opportunity for landowners there. So this program was state funded. All the funding came through state legislature, and this was kind of a pilot trying to show that there's this need and this want for stuff like this out there. And so we wanted to get this money allocated and spent as soon as possible. So it was a first come first served program. It was not competitive, but it did have a $10,000 cap so that we could try to spread it out as much as possible. And it was a huge success. It went live January 2nd, and I think by like February 4th, we more or less had it all allocated. So we spent a good chunk of the year trying to get this stuff checked out, sold, make sure everything's going good with it, and been a big part of our year this year.
Very good. The agfc.com website, Private Lands Habitat Division, have everything you can think of on here. I know you revamped the website last year, and it's a lot easier to navigate. If you click under Education, see over here by topic, Private Lands Habitat Division. We had talked about how you can earn money by different programs, but it goes quickly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
A lot of people sign up quickly. So if you haven't heard of it before, you just kind of keep your eye out. Will this start back up in January?
Probably be more like next July, I would say. Yeah. So if you go to that website that he just showed you there, there's an interest form that you can fill out. And so we're not taking applications for it anymore. Like I said, we're allocated. But if you fill out that interest form, it lets us know you're interested. And when that funding becomes available again, we'll have that list of folks that are interested that we can get out, get site visits with, and get you plugged into some of that money, hopefully. It'll probably come back in a slightly different form, probably be competitive this coming year, but still a great program. Definitely, if you're interested, look into it a little bit.
Yeah, very good. We have another video. Was there two?
I think we'll cover a couple slides here next.
Couple slides?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go one more. So this kind of gets us into some of our Farm Bill programs. And for anybody that's not familiar, Farm Bill is a federal program that the funding comes from the federal government, but it's kind of administered at a county level. So it's not like you're dealing with a congressman in Washington when you get in on some of these. And just like our CIP program, man, you can do anything you want to for wildlife through these practices. And so this is kind of a special section of the Farm Bill called RCPP, and that's Regional Conservation Partnership Program. And that's a whole lot of words to say that we're going to get all those partners like what we looked at earlier. We're going to get them together. We're going to get their expertise together, and we're going to apply it at a pretty local scale. So what you see on the left there is 6 counties, kind of north central, northeast Arkansas. And we said, all right, we want to make an impact on quail in this area. And that's because of 2 WMAs, 2 wildlife management areas in that area, Harold E. Alexander and Mud Creek WMA, that have done a ton of really, really great quail work out there. So we said, well, let's build off that and help improve quail on private lands that we know is near some really good quail habitat already. So there's high priority, medium priority, and low priority areas. This program kind of is led by us at Game and Fish, and so really, really great program if you're interested in quail. Because we're a partner, we're chipping in a little bit of money, and we're actually paying at a little bit higher rates for things like burning, timber stand improvement, herbicide application, some things like that. And then this map on the right is a Buffalo River watershed RCPP. So that red line you can see there, primarily around Newton, Searcy, and kind of southern Marion County, but it stretches out into other counties. We're not the lead partner on this, but we are a partner because we recognize the importance of conserving the areas around the Buffalo River. So just like that other RCPP, you're in a pretty confined location, so you're only competing with a certain amount of people for a pot of money, and it pays a little bit higher cost share rate too. So if you're in that southern Marion County, southeast Baxter, Searcy, Newton, wherever you may be, is a great program to get plugged in for doing wildlife practices on your property. And this one actually isn't just wildlife; it includes agriculture practices too that are good for the Buffalo River watershed. And I think we all realize the importance of the Buffalo River to Arkansas.
Yeah, definitely. The high priority areas that you have, is that because not as many people has been actively involved with management in those areas?
No, that's actually proximity to those WMAs. I can't remember. I want to say it's a 10-mile radius around those WMAs. Don't hold me to that number, but we wanted to put as much money as close to those WMAs that have done quail work as possible, and then kind of spread out from there based on a few different things.
Okay. Well, we have about a minute and a half left. Yeah. What else do we have?
So we'll kind of blaze through these last two. We won't have to play those videos. 2 more pots of money that are available for landowners. This is Working Lands for Wildlife, another offshoot of the Farm Bill. And what this really is getting at, especially in Arkansas, again, is quail habitat. Doesn't pay quite as well as that RCPP, but it has a bigger pot of money that's going to go out to more people in a broader range. And so if quail is something that you're interested in, get with your NRCS offices, get with a PLB, whoever you need to be with, and talk to them about Working Lands for Wildlife, another good program for folks.
Yeah.
And lastly, the last last program we have is another NRCS program, the EQIP program, Environmental Quality Incentive Program. So this is basically the USDA, the NRCS's version of our CIP program. Covers all the same practices and pays a set cost share rate. The differences in these have these are competitive programs. So like CIP, first come first serve.
Yeah.
This you're going to get ranked against other people and pay out contracts kind of based on the merit of the property itself.
Sure. Very good.
One other thing to mention about these federal programs is that there's a sign-up deadline coming up. So we're probably talking about middle of November, end of November. So if that's something you're interested with, go to your local NRCS office and get some more info.
Very good. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Good
Thanks
to
for
see you
having
again.
me. You bet.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day. It's going to be pretty out. And back tomorrow with Bob Rechtenwald This Week in Sports and Bob Zadora This Week in Real Estate.
You got it.
All right. Y'all have a great day.